Hi, this is Dr. Kim Duramo from drkimd.com, physician, speaker, #1 best-selling author of the Mind Body Toolkit, and founder of the American Institute of Mind Body Medicine. I want to talk to you today about one of the most powerful mind body tools that we can use and that you already are using. You're just probably misusing. And that's your inner communication, speaking to your cells. No matter what you are saying or thinking or believing or what memory records are playing in your mind, your cells are listening. And so when we think about doing a mind body tool like affirmations, there are a lot of ways that we can sort of do them in a way that's ineffective. You know, we're talking to ourselves, all right, I'm not tired. I don't have pain. I don't have chronic fatigue syndrome or fibromyalgia. But the fact of the matter is that your body will listen to whatever thoughts you're having about it. So you want to focus on what outcome you do want, what experience you do want. Now, when we do this, it can be really easy that we're thinking of something so superlative that it just gets bumped out of our system. Like, I feel amazing, life is awesome, I'm a winner, I have health and youth and vitality. And then that inner voice is like, oh my gosh, that's so not true. I so don't. This is such a lie. I can't even imagine it. Well, what you want to do in that case, besides just take 3 deep breaths and breathe out whatever negative feelings you have associated with that, what you want to do in that circumstance is find an affirmation that's something that can stick, that you can embrace, but it's still something higher than your current mindset. For example, the idea, whatever I'm saying or thinking, my cells are listening. That's empowering because it puts me at cause of everything happening in my body and in my life. And it's also true because it brings me into the truth that I'm not a victim of my circumstances. I'm not a victim to a diagnosis. I'm not a victim to this illness or this symptom, but instead it's something that can be changed. So my cells are listening to everything I'm saying or thinking. Can just be just this much higher, more empowering than the current mindset or thoughts you have going on. So if what you're thinking is too superlative and it gets bumped out, that's fine. Just go for something in between. Now, the other way to get around your own sort of negativity or beliefs you may have already subconsciously bought into that bump out positive affirmations is to state your affirmation in the form of a question. So for example, why am I so filled with vitality? Why am I such a success and love my life and love what I'm doing? Why is life so easy for me now? And all you have to do is take 3 deep breaths and just feel what comes up as an answer or a response to that question, because your body cannot not answer the question. That's how your mind works. And if you start using this tool, knowing your mind's going to answer any question that you ask, you're going to start asking very different questions. So use your affirmation as a question to get your system to then begin to cycle and think around why it's true. Now, the best time to do affirmations, the most powerful time, is right when you wake up in the morning and right before you go to bed at night. When you wake up in the morning, your brain is in an altered state. You come out from like the delta sleep pattern or even theta, really deep sleep pattern, and you come up into alpha. Now, you haven't re-engaged the high levels of the fast mind, the beta, where you're going to be analyzing and going and going and doing. You're still in alpha when you just begin to awaken. This is a place where your brain is very susceptible to receiving new kinds of information. So it's not going to bump out these affirmations so easily. So you can ask a question and you can state an affirmation. You say, why is today the best day I've ever experienced? And you can say, why am I so filled with joy and vitality? Or you can just affirm, I'm filled with joy and vitality. My body is reversing illness and bringing about more and more levels of health and youth and vigor right now. And you just take a few deep breaths. Great time to do it right before you go to sleep. Your brain's going to sort of chew on everything that you've been thinking or doing while you're sleeping. And the hour before you go to bed is where you're feeding your mind most of the information that it's going to be stirring over all night in your dreams, in your sleep, and it's going to be processing. So if you're watching scary movies before bed, just cut that habit out, and you want to instead either do some affirmations, even if it's only in 5 or 10 minutes before you go to bed. Start doing these and putting this new information in at that time. It's also a great time to meditate because even just 5 or 10 minutes of meditation, just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, I'm well, breathe out stress, simple meditation. It's a really powerful time to do it, to ignite a new response in your mind-body system. Now, if you liked this, I want to hear how this works for you. It's simple, but it's so powerful. Your cells are listening to every statement that you affirm about yourself, your health, your well-being, your life, what's possible. So change this communication. Ask me any questions that you have here. I'm going to be going through the comments below. Sending you all of my love. Be sure you're subscribed at drkimd.com if you're not already, and I will be seeing you soon.